Hey guys, welcome back to part 2 of the DeeDee rig from Dexter's Laboratory. So part 1, episode 1 was me drawing her, using the reference image to get the drawing done. So yeah, if you haven't seen that, go check it out. It is a long video, but it's just a real-time video, me talking through my process of how I do it. So if that interests you, then yeah, go and check it out. But this video will be about applying the bones and rigging the character. Again, I'm a bit of a noob to this program, so it's kind of like a trial and error for me, but I'm just going to kind of show you my process and how I kind of do that. Right, let's get into it. Just turn it down a little bit, sorry. Okay, so I've got the head and the body in different folders. Yeah, if you want to see all that kind of stuff, that's going to be in the drawing video. I've grouped these two folders and put them into a main folder for DeeDee. Call it DeeDee Bone. I'm going to now right click this group and convert to bone. So now we've got this little option in the top left for adding bones and things. I'm going to add a bone, start off in the center and add a main one. Oh, no, I'm going to drag it from the center to there, sorry. That's the main bone, the root bone for DeeDee. That'll be used to kind of move her around. This next bone, with this bone still selected, I'm going to add it to the torso. In this case, it'll be her whole body because it's just one kind of thing. To about there. The next bone will be the head. So let's just click and drag to the top for the head, like that. There's the head. The next one is going to be the pigtails, so I'm just gonna give this two bones like this. I don't, do I want to, I'm trying to think now, do I want to give these kind of a flexi bone so it bends? I'm going to do that, why not? Yeah, let's do that, let's add two bones like that. Now I want to go back to this main head bone, so I'm going to select the bone, and I'm going to add in the bone by pressing A to get the bone add tool, because this is going to pair this bone I'm adding now back to this head bone. It always pairs to the last selected bone, so as you can see, this bone's red. That's what I've learned anyway. So same again on the other side for the pigtails, just to there to there. Okay, now we want to do the legs. Let's go back to select bone, which is B on the keyboard. From the body, is it from the body or is it from the root bone? Just trying to think. I think it's from the body. That would make more sense. So I'm going to start off with this leg. I'm going to give it one to there. We want the leg to bend, so knee will be around here, like that. And then the foot, I'm going to give two bones for the foot, so we can bend it. And then back to the select bone tool. Add bone. Same again for this leg. So there, to there, to there, around here, to here. Okay, now I'm going to go back to select bone tool. This bone needs moving, doesn't it? Look at that. I'm going to transform bone, transform this bone. So I need to go over here and move it slightly over. And then move this one. Can we resize this maybe? Yeah, we can. Move this up to there. Sorry, I had to tweak that a little bit. I wasn't happy with the alignment of it, but that's okay now. That looks better. See now I need to line this up properly as well. Sorry guys, it's gonna bug me otherwise. That's better. Yeah. Excuse me. Okay, select bone, select this body bone again. I'm going to do the arms now. So add bone, and if we're having trouble seeing the arms, maybe we hide the head. We hide maybe the body. There you go, it's better. Add a bone here, and then for the hands, I'm just going to do a bone there, I think. Yeah, we do that. Select bone, same again, add bone, there, and the hand. We might go in afterwards and do these fingers as bones as well, so we can move and bend them. But for now, for this rig and what I want to do with it, that's going to be okay for now. Like I said, it's just a learning process, and that'll be more than enough, I think. Let's show these body parts again. Okay, so that's the body bones rigged. We're going to obviously sort the facial rigs bones too. But yeah, okay, I'm happy with that. Just trying to think if I'm missing anything. I don't think I am. No, I don't think I am. Now, right now, if we were to move it, you can see it does move, but it's very janky. It's you know, it's kind of like it's all over the show. You know, things aren't moving how they should be, but that's just because these are all on crazy bone strength. They're not even linked to layers. So yeah, let's just turn this down a tad for a minute. If you can see what's going on. Even just doing that sometimes does help things a little bit, but it's still pretty broken. We're going to fix all that now though. Okay, so the next stage is going to be binding these bones to the layers that we need. We can do that by just, so we can select a bone, say for this, no, for this maybe, yeah, for this. Select the torso, Alt right click on the actual torso, which I've got the body up now, and we're just going to go link bones. I think we're going to just try this for now. I think that's the right one. I know I don't sound very convinced, but let's just do that. So let's select these two and then link bones. That should be fine. Let's select this bone, select the hand, bones. Is that right? I think that's right. I believe that's right. Select these two, select this arm, link bones, select this hand, link bones, select these two, select the leg, link bones, select these two, select the foot, link bones, same with the other leg, sorry, right click, link bones, just do that, link bones. Have I done the head? I don't think I have. I definitely haven't. Link bones. Actually, no. That's not what I want to do. I want to, I think I want that on the group, I think. So, yeah, I think that's what I want. I think I do want that on the group, actually. Maybe I don't do that. Maybe I don't link that to the head. And can I unlink bones? What's the bone release layer, maybe? Okay, let's go to the head, and then let's link bones to that. That should be linked to the head. Okay, because these are on the same layer, I got to select them all and then press link bones. I believe that's how that works. Now, let's just test if this is working how it should be. Let's go into the head. Okay, I need to obviously, something not quite right going on here. I've met something that we'll have to find out what. That's the body. Oh, the arm works okay. That's quite handy. The leg works okay. The foot works relatively okay. I like that bend. That works really good for me, the bend. But yeah, there's something going on here that I'm not quite liking. The ears, this is all in the head, so I wonder if this bone is actually linked to that layer or not. Let's have a look. Head, select that, select the head, link bones, that should, why is that not, why are the ears doing that old malarkey? Is it the bone strength maybe? Or is it just doesn't like being on? Could be the bone strength. This is what I mean, guys. This is more than just a learning process. Yeah, okay, there's something not right. I don't think it likes being linked to the head group. I think that's what it is. I think it's because it's linked to a head group. I think if I link it from that, and then just kind of link that to there, link it to the ears, link bones, link it to the eyes, link bones, link it to the nose, link bones, link to the mouth, link bones. Is that going to be any better? Let's find out. Is that going to? That is better. Now I don't know if I'm going to regret doing that. I don't know if that's going to make things hard for me in the upcoming parts, but that works. Okay, this though, this isn't working. Why is this being so strange and affecting the eye? It should not be affecting the eye. Let's select these two. Maybe I need to do point binding on these. Maybe that's what maybe that's what these need. That could make sense. So let's try point binding. Let's go point binding. Now this needs to stay on these ones, maybe not that one. Just these down here, maybe. No, just these. What am I doing? Bind points. Select. Is that bone selected? What's going on? Sorry guys, this is a learning process, like I said. Bind points. Let's try that. Okay, that's cool. That works. Now, can I select this bone and then bind the points to them? I think that was part of it. Bind points. Let's try that, I guess. Okay, I mean it works for the ponytail, but it is affecting the eye. Is that a bone strength thing? I don't think I need bone strength if they're bound to points now. I don't think I need the bone strength. I'm almost nearly certain I don't need the bone strength now. Is that right? Let's have a look. Yes, that is. Yes, we fixed it. We fixed it. Cool. We don't need the bone strength. That's cool. Okay. See, guys, we are learning together. Isn't it fun? Let's put the bone strength down on that. Let's select this layer, select this bone, so B, select that, and then bind points, select the points we want to bind to this, which would be these three main points, and then select this bone, bind points, and select the other points, bind it to them. Now that should work. Beautiful. Okay. Cool, let me just save this before I mess it up. Now, this is all working nicely, I think. I don't know if I need the bone strength now on this stuff, because it seems to be something's affecting these eyes. I don't know what. Is it the bone strength? Do I need to turn the bone strength of everything, or does that make everything not work anymore though? That's my concern. Does that make it not work? Yeah, see, I thought I did. That was my worry. Okay, I need to check something real. I need to check what I did with DexterLaboratory. on his rig, because that didn't have the issue. This is bound by, this has no bone strength, I don't think. Let's have a look. No, it has zero bone strength. And what is that linked to? Is it linked to his head layer, maybe? Yeah, it is. It's linked to the head folder. What about the body? What's that linked to? That should be linked to just the body layer, right? Yeah, it is. So, bone strength and all this, bring it down. Select this. Select the head, we're doing this, guys, we're doing it this way. And bind layer. Does that work? That does work. That does not affect. Oh no. Okay, yeah, now I knew we'd have that problem. I knew we'd have that problem. That means we can't have the hair. But I had that same issue here with the flick. Head, hair, head. Did I bring the flick out of the head layer? Might have. Yeah, it looks like I have. I've brought the strands outside of the head layer to allow that. So maybe I need to do that with her back hair. Bring it out of that. And then we can do what we've done. I don't think we need to do it again. I think that's all sorted, right? I think. Yeah, that works. Yeah, okay. Okay, we have fixed it. Now, as for these hands, this is the confusing part. I think I do need bone strength on these. Otherwise, these aren't going to work, are they? Yeah, I think I do need bone strength on these. So let me just grab the select bone tool and let's select all these bones, get the bone strength, and we're going to just give it a bit of bone strength. Like this. That should be more than plenty. And I think these all work because I don't think they're going to affect anything else. I think these just work, I think. Yeah, I'm just testing it real quick. Now, things like that, I can go in with my, I think I can do that anyway. I think I can go in with a smart bone and create an action so it doesn't look all odd when it bends. Now, I could be wrong, but let's go ahead and try that now to see if I can do that. Yeah, window, action is already up, sorry, it's down here. So we've got, with this bone selected, which is bone B13, I'm going to hit that, B13, and then I'm going to go to frame, say 96, give it a bend, find that leg, which is leg R, I need to see it, so I need to do that. So on leg R, when it bends, I want these points to behave a little bit better, to do this. I want these points to not go out of the shot, same with these points. And then this point here, basically what we're saying is when this bends this way, these points do this. Kind of helps fix odd kind of bends. Okay, I think that works. So when that bends that way, that leg doesn't kind of collapse and go in a funny shape. It kind of stays nice. Yeah, that works. That works. Okay, back to the main line. I'm going to do the same on the other bone. So I'm going to select this bone up here. And then that's called B9. I should probably rename these things, but it doesn't matter now. frame 96, and let's rotate it to an extreme angle like this. I didn't really do an extreme angle in the other one, did I? But no, it's fine. And then let's select this leg layer like that. Let's just isolate it, and then let's go in with the points selector, bring the points to a point where it looks better. Let's fix these. Might even give it a slight rotation. That looks okay, I think that works. That's a good bend. Bring it back, and then back to the main line. And now let's show everything again, and let me just test that real quick now. So let's go to the bone layer, manipulate bones. When we bend it that way, it looks 10 times better. Now, another thing I wouldn't mind doing is when this goes, it's not going to go up that high, is it? It's going to go to about there, I imagine. Same with this side, it's going to go to about there. Cool. I do, however, want to do IK on the feet, so it's like they stay planted. I think I remember how you do it. I think it's back to the bone layer. Let's add. Let me just think for a second. You select this bone, I believe. Go to add bone. Add a bone this way. Back to select bone. Add a bone. Add a bone this way for that foot too. Select bone. Bone constraints. So let's find out what these bones are called. Sorry, this is called B23. So we want this to target B23, and this one is called B22. So this needs to target B22. Is that right? Is that right? That's the question. We're going to find out. Let's close that. I don't feel like it should be that simple. I feel like okay, I think. Okay, we are back. I fixed it. What I had to do was I had to select these 4 bones first of all. Go to bone constraints and give them a squash and stretch scaling. I've upped that to 120. I've also chose a target for these 2 bones to be this target down here, and I've given the maximum IK stretching 120, and same on the other side for this other bone. And also these target bones, they were originally parented to this, which they shouldn't be parented to anything, so that's fixed. And I've also gone and given these feet bones independent angles, so now when I go to manipulate this character, and I was to say try and get it to kneel down, the feet stay in place, which is quite cool. Yeah, they're a little bit all over the shop, but that's fine. That can all be sorted in animation. That's not a problem, but that works for me. I'm happy with that. Yeah, okay. Right, now, and obviously for some reason the feet have gone all strange. I don't know what that is. I'm a noob. I'm not too sure. Yeah, I don't know if this needs a bone strength, this root bone. Does it need a bone strength? Doesn't need bone strength. I'm learning that as well. That's cool. Okay. Is all still working? Yeah. I'm going to go and give a smart action to this now, so when she bends her arm, it doesn't go like stupidly thin. Okay, so I'm going to select this bone, which is B20, add an action to this now, it'll be called B20. Go to frame 96. I just choose 96. There's no real reason to do that. I'm gonna bend it, select the arm layer, just gonna isolate it so I can see what's going on. Get the transform tool and just transform the points to a point where it works. Now I probably should have given the arm more points in hindsight so I could have more flexibility with moving things around, but it works like this, it's fine. So when she bends her arm, now it goes from there to there. Maybe it needs to be like that a bit more. So from there to there, that works. That's fine. Back to the main line. Let's just show everything again. Back to the main line. Do the same on the other side. So let's go select bone. This one. This is B17. This is why it's kind of important to name your bones, guys, because it's hard to remember what things are called. You have to check at the top here, B17, I've called this one. Well, it's automatically called it. Let's go to frame 96, bend the arm up like so to an extreme point. Find that arm layer by Alt right clicking, and then Alt click on the eye to the eye picture down here, just to isolate the drawing so we can see what we're doing better. And then let's just move things around here so it looks a bit better. That's an extreme pose, and that's working for me. That is working. That looks cool. Back to main line and show everything again. So just to test that, let's put the arm up here. Is that not fixed it? What's going on? What's going on there? Why? What's going on there then? B17. When that bends, it does that. Do you know what? I think it could be a bone strength thing. Let's go back to this. Is it a bone strength thing? I don't know if bone strength is really actually necessary. Let's have a look. Oh, I feel like it is. I really do feel like it is. Oops, I've done that in not the main line. That's not going to be good, is it? Where's my actions for thing gone? There. That's the main line. Is a bone strength? Is it needed? Is it needed? I feel like it is. I feel like it's gonna be. Why can't I move any of these bones now? I think it is needed. Yeah, it looks like it is. It looks like it is needed, guys. Okay, that's fine. We can get bone strength back. I don't know. It doesn't seem to. That's better. I think it's just a bone strength issue. I don't think we need it on the header, do we? Don't think it matters. Don't think it matters. It's getting quite complicated now, but it's okay. We're working with it. Let's save that. I like how the feet stay planted. That's nice. It's a nice kind of. It just works nicely, I think, and that can bend, which is nice. Yeah, it just gives a bit of flexibility to the character. Let's save that. Let's just bring in Dexter next to her, see what they look like together. I think that could be fun. Edit, copy layer. If there's a better way to do this, I don't know, but paste Dexter in, and then scale him down to the right size that he is next to DeeDee. I think he's about there. Yeah, he's around about here, I think. Oh, he's got the animation on him still. Yeah, okay, that's cool. He looks cool next to her. Delete that. Let's just add the face bones now, and I think that can be it for rigging DeeDee, because I think that's all we need, to be honest. Yeah, so on the bone layer, deselect the bone. We don't need any bone selected now for this. So for the eye movement, I want to go left and right first. So we'll add a bone upwards. Do we do it on top of a left and right? Let's just do it here. Save confusion. Yeah, let's do it here. Left and right. I'm actually going to call it eye, left, right, like that. I'm going to go to bone, make smart bone dial. That works. 100 frames is fine. So it's going to already create a timeline for us, already move to the left. Let's right click these pupils, and then let's move them to the left and the right, to the left first, to the left, all the way to the left. Got to be careful in case it goes into that other one, that's fine. And as you can see, it kind of comes over the outline. We can fix that in a second. There's a way to do that. Yeah, that's easily fixable. And then let's go back to that eye right 2, frame 100, and then let's move these guys to the right, like that. Back to the main line, let's test that real quick. Bone layer. Now, I thought so. I think we got to, oh no, it works here. But now to fix this outline issue, let's go to the eyes, and then go to the masking. Joking, that's not where it is. Let's go to the actual eyes layer, is it? Masking, exclude strokes, maybe, apply. So now, if that is correct, we can go and, yeah, see now it doesn't go past the strokes, and if we just render that, that looks fine. That works perfectly. Cool. And then it goes the other way. It should go the other way. Perfect. We've got left and right sorted. Let's just add a bone here, like a root bone, which is gonna stay and keep these bones with the character. So I'm gonna call this shy bone for root. Let's just do that, because it's gonna be parented to this bone down here. Is it parent or target? I think it's gonna be targeted to that bone. Yeah, we're going to target it to B1. So this bone constraints target is B1, and we're going to do a, we don't want bone dynamics, is that right? We've turned that off. No, we do want bone dynamics. Target it to that, and then position of B1, not target. We don't want to target that, we want position B1. We want it on just the left and right axis, is that right? So if I do that to 0, close that. Ooh, this is confusing, but if I then move this, okay, it's the other one. That's the other one, it's fine. This needs no bone strength as well, by the way. So let's select this bone, and not on the first one. Let's put that to 0. Let's put this to 100. Close that. Now, this needs to be parented to that. Other way around, guys. Other way around. B, P, B, P. Now, is that? Okay, that's going up and down. Brilliant. Brilliant. It's the wrong one again. B1. This one 100. This one 0. Confusing. Thought I've just done that. I thought I'd just done that. There you go. That's the one. Now it doesn't go up and down. It just kind of stays with the character on the y-axis, x-axis. Sorry. Yeah. It just kind of keeps the controls with the character. Sorry guys, that was a process and a half, but we got there in the end. Yeah, let's add the up and down. So add a new bone. I'm going to do it just next to it here. I'm going to call it eye up, down, and make it a smart dial again. Perfect. Okay, that's gone to the top. That'd be fine. We can probably just rotate it afterwards. So this will be up. This will be up. Let's right click here. And let's make these go up, all the way up. Like that. Back to that, and eye up and down. And then let's make these go all the way. Oh, sorry, it's got to be on frame 100 though. Make these go all the way down. Like so. Maybe a little bit higher. So now, if I was to go back to the bone layer and choose this, and I'm going to rotate it to there because I just want the up and down to make sense. Okay, I think that's messed it up if I did that actually. It has messed it up, weird. Yeah, but that's fine. You know, it makes sense. We'll save that. Okay. We can get into the nitty-gritty and do mouth shapes if you want to, but just for this video, I'm not going to bother because I'm being very lazy for this rig. It's just yeah, I don't know. I just feel like we need to just get this done, otherwise the video's going to be a very long one. I need to make this bone a shy one, by the way, guys, so it's kind of invisible. What else did I have on Dexter's rig for the face? We had glasses. Oh yeah, for his eyes. Eyes. You can't really see this because the background. Let's hide that. Eye up and down, left and right. Yeah, we didn't do any. Oh, we did do mouth shapes actually. It's a lie. We did a switch layer, but that's fine. We don't need it right now, just for this video. I wouldn't mind getting a blink going, but do we need a blink? I'm not sure we do need a blink. For this video, we're going to leave it for this video, guys. We're going to leave it, otherwise, like I say, it's going to be a long video. Let's just get a little dance animation going here to finish it off. So let's start her in this position. Let's go to frame 24, and let's go a few frames forward, drop it down like this. Arms come up. Head can have a little tilt. These can go up. And then so make these smooth. And then back up, maybe we copy this to go back up to the top. That could be funny, right? Maybe that goes to one side. And then when she comes back up, she goes to the other side. So back down, copy paste that. I'm just really making something up on the spot, guys. Really nothing special. So and then back to here. On this one, maybe the eyes go to the other side and up. These can go up to this side. Could be funny. Okay, that works. Let's just make this a cycle, and you get this little window comes up. It took me a while to work this out. I was doing it wrong for ages. Let's shift this over to this. It needs to come back to this frame. I think it needs to come back to here actually because it ends on that frame. Let's have a look. Yeah, that works. Okay, that's quite funny. Okay, there's the dance. Now, if I wanted to, I could go in and with the smart actions and make this kind of line up better with the feet. Maybe in hindsight, next time I would have made the feet on the same layer, but I don't know. I quite like having this independent angle as well, so I'm not too sure. Maybe I wouldn't have actually. But yeah, that works. I might even just bring this into the Dexter's Lab scene and have her in the background doing that, just so it looks quite cool. I want to add a layer, so if I double click on this, I want to add a shadow. I quite like adding this kind of shadow behind, where it's like almost makes it look like it's cell animation, so it's like like it's floating on the page, if that makes sense. So very subtle shadow. It just makes it look almost like it is a cell on top, which I quite like. I think it's quite a cool effect. I'm going to apply that anyway, and then I'm going to then copy this layer here, go edit, copy layer. I'm going to bring her into the Dexter's Lab rig. What have I done? I'm going to paste her in here, edit, paste layer. Let's go to frame 1, see what's going on here. Let's get this background going as well. Need this background on show. This background I drew in Adobe Animate. I'm gonna just rescale her a little bit here. It's more like DeeDee's size compared to Dexter, I believe. And layering wise, I'm going to then drag her underneath Dexter, so she's behind him in the shot, if that makes sense. Yeah, that should. Oh, I think how I just dragged it into his group. I think that's not what I want to do. Hide that. Hide that. Hide Dexter's Labs bones. And let's drag her behind like that. That's better. So let's have a look how they work together. The cycle just plays constantly, it doesn't stop. Maybe I should have had like an object here or something, I don't know. But yeah, that's going to be it really for this video, guys. That's DeeDee rigged, Dexter has been rigged. I just quite like making these old Cartoon Networky kind of characters. I think it's nice to look back at how they're designed and try and bring them back to life, because obviously I spent a lot of my childhood watching these cartoons. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. If you liked the video, leave a like. I'll be doing more of these kind of videos. Leave a comment and I'll catch you in the next one. Thank you.